What is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Today, I am actually streaming on several different platforms. So, if you are watching the video live, you can join me on a Zoom call if you want to. The link should be close to you somewhere. And then I am on Clubhouse as well. So, feel free to come up, raise your hand. I'm going to ping some people into the room, however, I do that on Clubhouse. But I just wanted to do a little impromptu a little Q&A and just talk about Amazon for a little bit if anybody's interested. And I'm just going to invite some people in here really quickly. Let me see here. And then we can maybe get into some question and answers. Oh yeah, I'm going to ping my friend Monty in. There we go. All right, cool. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can get some people into the Clubhouse room, and then I always do these things impromptu, so it's like I can't really be mad when no one shows up because I never plan them. I plan them like 4 seconds before. But today I've been getting inundated with some questions from people who are interested in Amazon, interested in doing product demo videos. So I was like, well, I'll just do a little pop-up session and see what we can come up with if anybody has any questions. But I also get a bunch of questions in my inbox, so I will answer those just for the sake of the replay and whoever's listening to the replay or watching the replay. I got a list of questions that I keep just in a document so I can always, do these types of shows if no one is here and answer some of those questions. And then if you're on Clubhouse or wherever, you can leave a question in the chat. And it always takes a while for these platforms to tell people, hey, this guy's live. So go hang out and see what's going on. So, but I will answer some of the questions. I mean, one of the questions I got today, which I get very often, is how do you let me jump into LinkedIn real quick because I'm going live over there, but I never see the comments come through. So let me jump over there and just make sure we're all good on that platform. So, but one question I always get is like, how do you join the Amazon Influencer Program? And so now I'm playing the LinkedIn video. Here we go. Good afternoon. What's up, Cole? Good to see you. Thanks for jumping on. So how do you join it? Basically, you want to just go Google Amazon Influencer Program. But before you do, you want to make sure you have an Amazon Associate account. So Amazon Associate account is basically their affiliate program, which has been around for a really long time. So be sure to go sign up for that, get approval for that, which is typically pretty easy, I think, and get all that stuff squared away. And then take that account when you're logged into it and just Google Amazon Influencer Program and then go apply for that. Now, when you apply for that, you want to use your, in my opinion, and how I've been helping people get into the program, which I don't sell that service, so don't ask me. I'm giving it to you right now. So there's nothing, there's no other secret, no other trick, nothing. I'm just going to tell you this is how that the last person I helped get in, this is exactly what I told this person. Do the Amazon Associate account, make sure you have it, log into it, get your most engaged social media platform. Doesn't have to have 1 million followers. Maybe more followers is better, maybe not. I really don't know. No one really knows what Amazon wants or what they're going to approve or disapprove of. But go in there with an engaged audience, because Amazon's goal ultimately is for you to bring people off site. So that means not their shoppers. They want you to bring your friends, well, probably not your friends and family. They won't pay you for that, but they want you to bring your audience. I'll say that. There we go. They want you to bring your audience over onto their platform, and this is called offsite. So you want to bring them over. Okay, so be sure to be a part of the Amazon Associate Program. Then go apply for the program, and you'll know quickly within 30 seconds if you made it into the program or not, if you have access to have a storefront. Once you have a storefront and they say yes, if they say no, best of luck trying to figure out why they said no, but just continue to reapply, just build your audience, build your engagement, get people commenting, liking, sharing your stuff, and go be an influencer is what I would say. And then once you get your account approved, then you have opportunity to build a storefront. So once you build a storefront, then you want to maximize that storefront. You want to brand it. You want to put your header, your profile picture, your bio, your social media links. I would just stay with the one link at first, the one social media link that you got approved with. I wouldn't put all of them on there. I would just simply do the one. And then from that point, you can build lists, wish list, whatever. Like, you know, you can put, you can just curate this from Amazon and go through and put your favorite microphones, favorite headphones, favorite cleaning supplies, or whatever. And you can make a list for each one of those. And you just want to build out this storefront. Like, use the tools that Amazon gives you and build out this storefront. And that way, and then what I would also do is link that storefront to your social platform that you got approved with. So when they go and do this manual review here in a minute, when I tell you this, that way they can see, like, oh, this person is doing the stuff that we give them already. Okay, so I don't know if they really take that into consideration, but I imagine if I was approving people for a program that I put out there for them to be a part of, if they weren't taking advantage of the basic elementary things, I'm probably not going to give them access to the real opportunities. So go build the storefront, build those lists, build whatever. And real quick, by the way, anybody on Clubhouse, feel free to jump up on the stage, even if you don't want to chat or have any questions. It'll just help support and grow the room. So appreciate that. So let's see. Okay, perfect. Jasmine, she's awesome. Always jumping up. So anybody else wants to go ahead and do that as well. So once you get that storefront up, then you're going to be able to upload content. And so this is like to start, it's 3 pieces of content, 3 videos. And you want to create these videos, but before you do, there is a guidelines that you want to go read. It's called the brand guidelines. Actually, let me see exactly what it's called on my storefront, so I can tell you exactly, because you'll get a creator dashboard. So yeah, it's going to be called content guidelines and then best practices. Those are 2 documents you want to know like the back of your hand. Your life is going to be much easier to get approved for Amazon, and then also get your videos approved after you get approved the first time. So you want to go into those 2 documents. You want to read them. You want to know them. These are your Bible for Amazon. Okay, you want to know these, and then you want to create the 3 videos. And I would take products in your house that you already know, love, and used, and you know a lot about, and you can speak genuinely about them, and you can just speak off the cuff about them. You don't have to do a lot of research. You don't have to do a lot of any of that kind of stuff, and just create 3 videos. You want to have good lighting. You want to have good audio. You want to have good video. You signed up for this program to be an influencer. Don't show up like a homeless person. Like, show up like an influencer. Show up like somebody who gets somebody else's attention and recommends stuff and can help convert sales. So show up with quality content, and, you know, get a light, get a box light, sit in front of a window or whatever. We can talk about production stuff if anybody has questions. But show up professionally. Show up nice. Now, some people are going to say, well, you don't have to do that. Well, you don't have to do a lot of things. You don't have to pay your taxes, but that's a bad idea if you don't. And in my opinion, after doing nearly 3,000 pieces of content, mostly videos on Amazon, mostly brand deals, I'm going to tell you the whole business model. I've seen my videos on more carousels than most people. I've do way more brand deals than most people I know. And the only thing I can figure out, besides my really good looks, is that Amazon or the brands in Amazon like quality content. And so that's the only thing I can think, in frequency, because I upload quite a bit. But anyway, once you get these 3 videos, you're going to upload them and you're going to wait. And then once they approve it, they're going to do a manual process. They're going to go through that. They're going to approve it or decline it or whatever. And then you can go from there. And once they approve it, now you're off to the races. Now you can really start burning and churning and uploading product videos and content onto the platform and start making money directly from the platform, and then also position yourself later on to work with brands as well. So I got a couple people up on the stage. Jasmine, Austin, you guys might be up here just to support, which is totally cool. I'm basically just answering the question of how do I, get into the program? How do I get into the game? And so that's kind of a basic rundown. Now, some of the stuff may have changed. I haven't researched any, and I haven't really known anyone to get in recently except for over the last 3 months or so. But 3 months ago, this was the process that helped one of my friends get into the program. So Anybody have any questions? Feel free to come off mic and ask, and I'll answer. Or if anybody has any chat questions, you can leave them there too. All right, cool. So I'm gonna make sure nobody's coming in on my Zoom call. I got a Zoom link out there with my video, inviting people to come on that as well. But I never pre-plan these rooms. Austin, what's up, my man? I'm gonna see if I can hear you. I don't know if I can. I cannot. Let me see. Oh no! Hold on 1 second. Let me see what's going on. It's my fault. Hold on. I think I've got the wrong thing selected here. All right, now let me try it again. What is happening? No, I can't hear you. Hold on. This is my on me. I didn't test this before I jumped on, and I switched some stuff up. So let me go again. All right. For some reason, Austin, I can't hear you. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on.
Third time's a charm. Nothing?
Hey, there we go. Now I got you.
Okay. Wait. So this is more on the production side, but I was in one of Matt Pivato's video podcasting rooms last week, and he was talking about saving your videos. So I'm, quick one would be, how many times have you had to re-record the same video? And two, how do you back up your videos, if at all?
Yeah, great question. So I do a live to drive in old school videos called live to tape approach. So I got two cameras, overhead cam, and then a front on camera, and then I'll shoot B-roll and put it into Ecamm. So I use software called Ecamm, and I will reshoot a video. I don't reshoot very often. Now, if you're talking about day one of producing a video, like I might sit here and you can't see this because you're on Clubhouse, but I have some Shure headphones in my hand, and I might flub that up a few times, but I just restart the video, or I'm just going to clip the end of that off. So in QuickTime, so I'm just going to go and clip the end off the front and the back. So I might shoot. I mean, typically I don't shoot more than 1 or 2 times for the video, but then after that, I upload it to Amazon. I send it to a brand. Now, a brand may request that I redo something or whatever if I, if I don't hit all the points that they wanted me to, or if I, whatever. If I said something wrong, or if I installed something upside down, which is, happened, but it's very, very few times that I actually reshoot an entire product video after the first time. So, and then as far as storage, I just save everything to my Dropbox account. So I have videos that need to be uploaded folder. I will have an Ecamm folder, which is the raw footage. I have videos that need to be uploaded, and then I have like videos completed or something or whatever, and that's where I store all those pieces of content. So yeah, good question. And that's that's really how I've like done my business model is I don't shoot a lot of, I'm not editing anything. I try not to edit one thing. I find that if I'm editing a video, I'm not really like today I made 7 videos today. Now I spent an hour and a half with my wife. I spent another half hour. I probably spent 2 hours of my day hanging out with my wife and a friend of ours, and doing another friend was helping me with this particle analyzer for coffee that somebody sent to me. And so we were messing around with that thing for a while. And so it's not like it takes me all day. So I shot 7 videos today already. And I probably had plenty of time to shoot, I don't know, 4 or 5 more pretty easily. And so, but it's all in the system that you use. And the reason why I've set this up this way is because I do a low ticket, high frequency model. And if you guys have been in these Clubhouse rooms or you've heard me online, that's the key to my, that's my claim to fame, is like, I'm going to do a lot of videos. I'm going to show up quality content quickly, and I'm going to burn and churn these things. I'm not going to charge, a ton of money to do it. So I might charge somewhere, the most common rate early on was probably $20-$25. I think last year we averaged like $33 a video. But keep in mind when I say that, I'm keeping the video. I have all usage rights to it. I make money off of Amazon when people click on it, watch it, and make a purchase. They're literally just sending me the product for free and paying me a small fee. Now my pricing is probably averaging more in that $35 to $40 per video range. But when you do 7 to 10 a day, that adds up. That's one stream of revenue. Then Amazon is paying, and I'm averaging over the year so far this year, day by day, about $93 a day in revenue. Now some of those are better. Like one day was like $250, but then one day it'll be 40, and it's not really, in my opinion, it's not really scalable. I think they kind of control the flow there, and you as a creator, you don't get to control what happens after the upload. So that's another reason I work with brands and don't do like product research and invest in products and that kind of stuff. So that might be a strategy for some people, and I could probably do a whole room or a whole video on why I would never rely solely on platforms to pay me, and why I would not just I'll create a ton of content. Like I don't care. Obviously I'm doing, 7 videos today and 10 videos the other day and 26 videos a couple weeks ago in one day. I'll obviously do the product, the kind of burn and churn, like sweatshop model of content creation, but I will not do it for views, clicks, and likes and all that stuff in hopes that a platform pays me. I will do that for upfront compensation from brands. So hopefully that answers some questions out there. And this is, and I charge somewhere between, and I still have companies who pay me $20 a video. They've been with me for over 2 years. And then I have some companies that pay me $250 a video. And it's all just kind of varies on what the scope of the work is, in which it's all kind of the same. It's all me sitting in front of my camera, doing overhead, front on shot, and some B-roll from my phone, just to make it super, super quick. So if anybody else has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I got a list that I can answer, and I'll try not to answer some I've answered in previous videos.
Yeah, Billy, you mentioned scope of work, so we might get in the weeds now, but I'm curious, do you sign agreements with your brand clients, and like what does that look like in terms of scope of work, or terms of service, whatever?
Yeah, man, great question. So I never signed any contracts. I mean, there's companies that want to do that, but I do. I will, if I got 10 days left in the month. I have about 38 videos left before I hit 3,000 videos. So I average somewhere between 120 to 125 videos per month. No way I'm signing 120 contracts a month. So I'm like too busy for that, and I'm just making an agreement up front. Here's the price per video, and then we just move. Now we'll renegotiate. Like I've renegotiated multiple times for the same person, even though if I worked with them for a long time, I'll renegotiate the pricing per video. But I kind of give them a base rate of like, here's the price per video, let's go. And then they basically just send me a message or an email and say, hey, I got this product available. Here's the link. What do you think? Here's some suggestions for the video or some requirements from the brand. Can you meet those requirements, yes or no? So it's technically still all in email or all in a message somewhere, because there's no like phone calls or any of that stuff going on. And so I guess that's kind of like a contract, if you will. But I've never had a problem getting paid. I've never really had anybody, I've had products not work. And that's the thing that I say is like, I'll get the product if it's a piece of junk and I can't really feel good. I mean, I'll say it in the video if you want me to say it, but it's not going to benefit either one of us. So you might as well just, eat the cost of the product and sending it to me, and then we just move on. So I do think that's one of the questions I get a lot is like, what if the product isn't good? Well, then I mean, not every product is a banger. Not every product that you buy is a banger, period. But there's just some of those products, and we all know, we've all had those products where it's like, man, this thing's a piece of junk. And I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, no matter what their budget is. And I really vet those out and make sure. But most of the people I work with are sending me really good products. I've had a few products not work the way that they said they would, and it's very seldom that happens. So that's kind of how I handle some of that. But yeah, and scope of work is really just they have like requirements. So, you know, like someone wants to send me a beach tent. Like, oh, can you shoot this at the beach? You know, with a blanket and a chair and a towel or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'll shoot it at the beach, but I may or may not have some of those other items. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. We just want the beach. Just make sure you get it at the beach. Okay, cool. You know, can you shoot this outside? Can you shoot this inside? Can you shoot this with, you know, in your bathroom or something? Like most of that is like scope of work. Now there are a few times where people are like, oh, can you you climb the Eiffel Tower and, you know, use this rope climb tool or something? I'm like, no, what are we talking about? You know, so sometimes I do get ridiculous requests. However, I did get a ridiculous request today, and I wish I could show the video. It might not be available on my Amazon account just yet, but I am sitting on a chair pad, and it's like one of those gel pads inside of a little case. So when the company sent it to me, one of the requirements was you have to put an egg on top of the chair seat and sit on it. And I was like, "What? I get to put it on? I get to put an egg on it?" In 2 years, 3,000 almost 3,000 videos, no one has ever asked me to sit on an egg. So I was like, absolutely, absolutely, I'm going to sit on an egg. I'm going to record it, and this is going to be a lot of fun. And so, you know, obviously I prepared, had some free shorts that somebody else sent me from Amazon. So I made sure I put those on and not the ones I like to wear. And I sat on this egg onto a cushion. And so you'll have to watch the video and figure out how that goes. But that was one of the I think that's one of the craziest requests that I've had and accomplished. So yeah, I will probably be sitting on a lot of eggs from here on out, because that's one of the things. Hey, what's up? I see my friend Colin, Nick, and that. Feel free to come up, hang out. I know they don't have any questions, but they can come up anyway if they want to hang out and see what's going on. But yeah, so I've had a lot of fun with all these products, and I get crazy stuff too. So I get like, I'm sitting on this chair cushion, but then I was doing a particle analyzer for coffee earlier. That's a $900 product that I know nothing about. I have to go like get professionals. Like my friend Nico at Maven Coffee is like a professional, you know, small batch like coffee scientist. That's what I call him, the coffee scientist. And so sometimes I got to go like recruit people to help me just understand a product, because I'll say yes to almost anything, especially if it's $900, because the resale value is so good. So that, you know, we get this thing and I get the professional approval on it. So he's like, yeah, this thing is cool. It works. It's compared to his lab notes from people who are roasting his coffee. It was spot on. So yeah, you get a lot of cool stuff. It's you know, I've worked with over like 500 or 600 people at this point that represent brands at different levels. Some right from the marketing department, some on agency side. So you get a lot of crazy requests. But yeah, thanks for asking, Austin. Appreciate that. And let's see what else we got going on. I need to go live more often, which I got a little bit more time now. My son is doing some camps over the next few weeks, so I might have time to do some rooms, and also do some lives. I'm gonna invite some people up. See if they can come up and hang out on the old Clubhouse. What's up, Nick? How's it going, man?
What's up, man? Of course, no questions, but I love to listen.
No, I'm gonna do the old Clubhouse trick where it's like, I bring you up, and then I go, "Oh, so what questions do you have for me?" Oh man, I used to love that.
Right.
Oh man, that's so funny. We'll see what other questions I've gotten. So I've kind of answered a few different ones about how do you apply for the Amazon program. You know, somebody asked me today, like, is it worth it? And this is the question that it kind of cracked me up a little bit, because I spent a lot of time with this person on Clubhouse in morning rooms, and they're like, well, after doing all these videos, like, is it worth it? And I'm like, well, I get paid to do the video. So right there, it's worth it, period, because I get paid to do the video. And then I also get paid from Amazon. And then I also get paid when I resell products. So this morning, for instance, you're like, well, what does that mean? Like, can you make money reselling products? So this morning, I woke up, I had a couple products listed on Facebook Marketplace, and they were neck fans. They were like I don't know how much money they are, like $280 a piece. And so I marked them down to like 180 each. They're brand new. I basically used them for 5 minutes to shoot a video. It's some guy messaged me. They've been sitting on there for a while. It's pretty nichey, weird product that you got to be looking for. And so this guy messages me and says, "Hey, I'd like to get this." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "I got two. You want both?" He's like, "Sure, I'll take both of them. One for me and one for my partner or whatever." And so he shows up this morning, meet him across the road from my office. $280 later, cash. Who cares? It's awesome. So did that video. In that video, each one of those was a $50 payment. So there's $50 for the video. And then let me log in because these things have been selling like crazy. So I'm gonna log into my software here and just tell you what these products are doing every month. So let's do. I'll just do this month and see if I can quickly see the product. Let me see if I can. It's probably my top list. So let me see. Yeah, okay. It's my number one product. Is one of these neck fans. I've sold. Let's see. I've sold. I won't say exactly numbers here. I don't want to play too much on the edge with Amazon, but let's just say I've made almost $500 from the video from one of those products, and I've made another $93 from the other product. So let's just put this into perspective. Let's just do some math. And I'm not going to say quick math. I'm going to type it in my calculator because everybody knows I can't do math. And then, let's see. So that's another. Okay, so then, and then I sold them for $280. Okay, so just from this product, two products that somebody sent to me, and I don't know when I started selling these, maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I've made $965.88 in profit from two different products. I have 3,000 products that I've made videos for brands. Do the math, do the numbers. It's a pretty decent, business model, especially for a single operator, business owner, content creator. It's pretty simple. And it's work, and it took a lot of work to get the system built, and it took a lot of work to make stuff happen. But then once you get it, you just show up, rinse and repeat over and over and over and over. And there's other ways to scale that I just haven't really gotten into, and we've tested some stuff and all that. But overall, it's working out pretty good. So that's only one product in 3 months. So essentially, from those two products, I probably made about $300 a month per product, which is crazy. And now that's probably one of my top products. But once again, I have almost 3,000 videos. I'm like 39 videos away, which I'll hit by the end of the month, I believe. So real quick, I'm going to say hi to my friend Annette. She's on the Clubhouse stage. So what's up, Annette? And if anybody's watching online, other places, just say hi in the comments, and I'll try to find you.
What's up? What's up? Hello. I was lonely down there, so I thought I'd come up. How are you?
Come on up. I'm good. Just hanging out. I never do Clubhouse rooms. I never do live streams. So I'm like, well, let's just see what happens. So yeah, here we are. Answering some questions. How's your Amazon journey? I know some people are like nervous about talking about Amazon publicly, so no pressure. But I know you're an influencer as well. We spend a lot of time in these Clubhouse streets talking strategy.
It's going good. It's still I'm still getting that what do you call it? That passive income. As you know, I've shifted a little bit towards eBay now and Poshmark. So I'm doing reselling. So I'm doing a little bit of everything. But I need to get back on that Amazon game and put out some more content on there. But yeah, I'm still getting my income every day.
Let's go.
Love it.
I know. I love it. Yeah, I haven't really, I was doing a reselling for the products that I get on Whatnot, and that was pretty good. It was real fast, but it wasn't, the margin just wasn't there. I'm like, I can get more if I just take my time. And so I've been slow playing it, just listing stuff as I go and getting a little bit more out of each product financially. So, if I would have sold those two items I sold for today for $140 each, I probably would have got like $40 or $50 maybe out of those things. So, it's definitely worth the wait to make a couple $100 extra on those things. So anyway, well, fun. Well, I just wanted to jump on real quick. I'm not going to spend all day on here. I'm gonna end this meeting on Zoom. I started Zoom. Ecamm has this new Zoom feature, so I started a Zoom call to see if anybody would jump in there. But that might be something that I do in the future, is invite people to do Zoom calls. And then I will share real quick. I'll share my Dealmakers Mastermind community. Let me go find the correct link. I think last time I tried to share this, I shared the wrong link, which was awesome. But
where did you put the link to the Zoom? I didn't see it.
I think it was on like Facebook or somewhere, or YouTube.
Gotcha.
It was on the video side. Let me see. Well, if you go to here, let me just do this. Let me go there. BillyThorpe.live, and then there's a Dealmakers Mastermind group link. So I'm gonna click on that. Here we go. I'm walking myself through, and I will share this, I think, in this Clubhouse room. So if anybody wants to see that, there we go. And I should update the video. I think I made that video when I did 2,400 videos. Now I've done over 2,900. So yeah, it's just it's crazy, Annette, to think it's like I've been at the brand deal game for 2 years, almost. In July, it'll be 2 years, I think, since I received my first product. And I weathered all the storms that Amazon has thrown at us. And all the company, actually the companies are really easy to work with, but it was definitely an uphill thing there for Amazon for a while. But cool. Anybody else go ahead?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No. I was about to close this thing up. I was going to see what you had going on.
No, I was just gonna say it's easy to get caught up in like the chatter and what people talk about, and like when you get into these rooms and people say it's not working or this or that, like you need to just stay in your own lane. Like I just stayed in my own lane, done my thing, just keep pushing, and then you're gonna succeed. That's my advice. Anyways, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Don't listen to what's going on around you in the chatter. Just do it. Just do you.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think you got to find your strategy and what works for you. Because I know, I mean, you're in those rooms. People would grill me about my business strategy. They would grill me about it. But those same people aren't doing it anymore. They're not doing Amazon anymore. Some people are even signing up for my mastermind group. Some people that were in these Clubhouse rooms are like, "You're an idiot. How do you do what you do?" And it's not to be like spiteful, but it's just saying, like he said, it's like find your lane, find what makes you come alive, and stick to it. And if it makes sense to you, then that's all that matters. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense to everybody else, because everybody else is telling me like, oh, you got to charge more for the video. You should be doing X, Y, and Z. You should be doing YouTube. You should be doing TikTok. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And while all that is great and all those things work, they don't work for me. Because I realize, like, I'm not an entertaining content creator who people are going to follow. I realize it's going to be really hard for me to go build a 200,000-300,000 member audience on any platform, because I'm not that dynamic as a content creator in those spaces. But when it comes to creating product videos, when it comes to quick burn and churn style, like, here we go, we're just going to see how many videos we can create today. And, like the challenge of creating a video in one take and doing that 7 to 10 times a day, like that is a challenge that I'm up for. I'm not here, there's no way I go on YouTube and compete with some of those creators in the same space that I would try to be in. And honestly, I just get bored. I get bored. And it used to be, especially in the podcast space, I used to be like a hyper niche, hyper focused, creator in that podcasting space, because that's where you can go get sponsorship dollars super quick. Was like the more niche, the more dialed in, the more pure the audience, the easier the sales pitch. But then when I got into Amazon, I realized like it doesn't matter. Like I can talk about fingernail clippers and jump starters for your car, and weather radios and microphones and wigs. I mean, I've done everything. Eagle head, 18-pound coffee mug, a card dealer that deals, 4 to 8 people or something like that, or 1 to 8 people. Pegboards that like on the back wall here, like all this stuff in my videos is crap I've gotten from Amazon. Shoes, it's like clothing, all kinds of stuff. And so I think that's been a part of my strategy, is just like build a model that makes sense for me and then grow with it over time. And when you get on the Amazon platform, you start building these videos, you're building your portfolio. So then what happens is, and it happens all the time, is when you start building a portfolio of products in different categories, those are showing up all over Amazon. Amazon's pushing those out to related pages, Inspire, the product page itself, maybe duplicate product pages where the brand is creating multiple product pages for one product, and they're pushing that out. Variations of those products, they're pushing those out to all those pages. And then the competition of those products is seeing the video, and then they go, oh, I want that video. Who made that? Oh, this guy did. Cool. I'm going to reach out to him. And then they reach out to me, and I make a video about their product. And that's why, like, if I do a portable monitor, which I actually I got one here in a box I need to do, I'll do that portable monitor, and within 7 days, I'm going to get 3 more, because brands are going to go, oh, wow, look at that. I want this guy to do that. Or it's a reminder for my current business, my current clients. Oh yeah, he does do those. Let me send him this one. I got this one. Electric scooters, same thing. I'm getting 2 more electric scooters this week. I've sent, that's all I did. I just upload video about electric scooter, and then 2 people reach out. Oh, we need this, we need that. So it's, the possibility is there to do whatever you want to do, but I think it is just keep showing up. And that's the only thing that I've done differently than a lot of people I know in this space, is I just kept showing up, even though on the outside looking in, it looked like I was doing a ton of work. But really what was happening is I was building a system to make it really simple. And so now I can create 7 to 10 videos a day in 4 to 6 hours, no problems. Probably spending 2 of those hours on Clubhouse in the mornings, not really making videos, and just pushing deals through the pipeline, and then creating revenue that way. So there's a ton of ways to do it. This has been my favorite, and I should do a room to kind of talk about that strategy of, because I know a lot of people, Annette, that started Amazon with the strategy of, I'm going to go out, I'm going to research the product, I'm going to invest in the product, I'm going to make a video, and then hopefully I'm going to get my ROI. And they just don't. And there's people, in my mastermind group right now who are like, I used to make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 a month off Amazon. Now I'm down to $1,000. That is a huge difference. That is a huge difference in income, and pretty freaking risky to put all your eggs on those platforms, and it's like, or in their baskets, or however you want to say it. So anyway, that's why I'm here to help, and hopefully help people do, is, really understand the benefit of betting on yourself, building your own book of business. And I struggle with this too, because I had an opportunity to do, to partner up with a software company. And actually the people who are developing the software actually kind of gave me the cold shoulder when I was like, okay, let's go in for a percentage deal. And I'm really glad it didn't work, because one of the things I teach in my mastermind group is own your book of business. It's like, if I go through another platform who's going to broker deals on my behalf, well, they have the relationship. I don't. And if they have the relationship, they control where those video, where that goes. They control where that relationship goes, and it could come my way, and business could come my way, or they could send it to somebody else. But if I control the business, and I control my book of business in those relationships with those brands or those agencies, and I work with agencies in China, and that's totally cool. And maybe their business, maybe I'm not getting all that, but then I'm getting introduced to brands, and brands will come around the side door or whatever, and they will be like, hey, what's up? Let's talk. And then I'm getting introduced to them that way. But at the end of the day, I can offer them a different product. If Amazon goes away, cool. What else can we do? You want the video directly? Let's add a few bucks on it. Let me sell you the product video. You can have rights to it, because it's better for me to still have 2 streams of revenue than no streams of revenue. And if I'm relying on platforms, Amazon, TikTok, or agencies, there's agencies out there who will pay content creators, and I rely 100% on their business. And I do get business from those places. I get business from Fiverr. I get a lot of business from Fiverr now. Actually, I put a gig up there. I made some tweaks to it, started throwing a little couple bucks at it for promotional stuff. I'm getting way more money, way better return on my investment than, or a good return on my investment for the little bit of money for promoting those listings. But I still own 99.9% of my book of business. And that is where I'm passionate about helping other content creators understand that model of, if crap hits the fan, I still got a business. I can still talk to people. I can still offer them stuff. If it's, you can offer brands a ton of stuff, from photos to videos to UGC, like to Instagram videos and TikTok videos. I probably scrape, if I had a team of people, God knows how much money we could be making every single day, because I just barely scratch the surface and turn down special requests all day long. And if I had a team of people, if I had one person just go, hey, take this video and make short form video, we're going to sell it to this company. Dude, I need to do that 10 times a day, and we're going to sell it for $100 a piece. There you go. That's $1,000 a day in revenue, and pay your person 10% of it. So, there's so many strategies, and it's just organizing and having a system to do, all that kind of stuff. And so that's kind of what I do in my mastermind group on Monday. So we meet every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and I really just talk about the business, just like I have here on this video on Clubhouse. I just talk about the business. I kind of let my brain go and go, like, let's really mastermind. Let's talk about the different opportunities that we have as content creators on these shopping platforms, because people are always going to shop. People are always going to need product information. And sure, the market might shift, it might change, it might do whatever, but the market is the market is the market. And somebody told me that a long time ago. They're like, it doesn't matter what the market is doing, it matters what you're doing with inside of that market. So are you going to go be a force? Are you going to get innovative? Are you going to be doing those things? Or are you just going to like let it happen to you? And so I think that's the difference, that I see. So Austin says, cool thing about your model, customer and profit on stage 1, then monetize 3+ other ways. Not building the church for Easter Sunday in terms of marketing and acquisition. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like getting paid. And that's one thing I started out. I was like, I don't really have time to go build an audience of 10, 20, 30, 40,000 people. I need to get paid. And unless someone's paying me to build an audience, I'm not a trust fund kid. I don't have tons of cash just laying around to burn. And I don't have a great idea to go pitch somebody and go, hey, look, we can build this channel. I just need 10 grand, or 20 grand or 100 grand. And so, for me, I'm like, I got to get paid. I got to get paid quick. And if I got to structure the pitch differently, I structure the pitch differently. And if I got to upset people and tick off other content creators and they seemingly think I'm undervaluing the market, which is totally fair, but what they don't understand is I'm innovating the process. I'm not valuing anything. I'm innovating the process to do more work in less time and make more money. And so that would be my pushback against anybody who's like, well, you're not charging $120 an hour for video. Yeah, because guess what? If I did that, it takes me 2 to 5 minutes to make a video. So now how much money am I making? I'm not making good money at all. So that's my argument, is like, find your system, find your rhythm, find your routine, rinse and repeat, and just make micro adjustments as you go. So hopefully that's helpful. And I'm going to shut up, see if anybody else has any questions. No one's watching on the internet, other places. Only a few people here on Clubhouse. This is what happens when you don't pre-plan anything. And this is another reason why I don't build giant communities or audiences, because I suck at pre-planning. Anyway, Austin, Nick, Annette, any insight or whatever on that? Ugh. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to shut this room down. I'm going to go pick up my little guy here in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to reset, get into dad brain. I'm going to start thinking about monster trucks and trampolines and swimming pools. and get in my kid brain and start imagining dragons flying around my office or something of that nature. So, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was they have fun. I love it. I'm jealous of the fact that you can, divide your time up so well, and do that. So you're in a lucky position, man. And I hope you keep on crushing it. And sorry I couldn't talk more.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries, man. And dude, I think that's too, as a business owner and whatever, an entrepreneur. I know those words are some like people are like, oh, stop saying that, but I don't know how else to describe it. I do think that is the benefit is we do have the freedom to decide what is enough, what makes us happy, and and really control the narrative in our own life. And I think that is the cool part. Now, sometimes that doesn't always happen, and luckily I work with a lot of companies that are 12-hour difference from me, so I'm kind of burning and churning. I'm not getting interrupted a lot, so that's another reason why I can work and just get the projects done. And then late nights, early mornings, that's when the work starts. That's when all the negotiations happen. And then I got a full like day just to go. Okay, let me knock out the work, and I'm not getting interrupted by emails and messages and all that kind of fun stuff. So that is one of the benefits of working, with Chinese companies, and not working in the U.S. necessarily, because I get it, dude. I used to have all my clients for a previous business in the U.S. And it was like, dude, I can't work because I'm trying to sell, I'm trying to market, I'm trying to do all those things, and so I need 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day. So yeah, I got a little lucky on that part, Nick, but it's definitely, and I know you're scaling at mass in your business, which is always amazing to see. So thanks for jumping in. I know you're a busy guy and probably printing some crazy signs right now and making some sick videos on Instagram. If you guys don't follow Nick, go follow him. It's what is it, Millweb1 on Instagram too? I can't remember. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, same on everywhere. That's the business name actually, so it works out.
Sweet. Yeah. You make some sick content on Instagram. So, and dude, I can't
Trying, it's hard.
I watch your videos. I'm like, what is my thing that I can figure out? For my, I mean, I did sit on an egg today, for a video. Like that was a request. Someone's like, sit on an egg on that chair cushion. So I did do that. That was fun.
Yeah, I could ship an egg probably. That would be fun.
Yeah, just kick it across and see what happens.
If you know the God, I'm drawing a blank. He's a friend of mine. He does all the noodles on TikTok with all the eggs. Andrew or Andy. Oh God, I can't remember his name. But he's the one that does like the add an egg, for every day until I don't know. It was like where he kept on double. He did it big enough where like Mr. Beast came and did it with him.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like every video was getting millions of views. All he was doing is making spaghetti. But he would say, every day, once a week, they'll double the egg. So it got to like 10, 20, 40, 50, 100, 200, 1,000 eggs, and then he'll make all the food, and then he'll donate it around the city to shelters and stuff like that. But yeah, big enough where Mr. Beast had to come and help out, essentially. So that was pretty wild.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, dude, Mr. B. I mean, that's a whole topic.
Hey Billy,
in
funny
itself.
story. I don't know if you are you on TikTok Shop yet or not yet?
I'm not on there as a creator. I'm on there as a shop owner. I don't know. You know what? I get like 100 and something requests in my inbox to create videos, but I haven't done any of them because I don't know how to tell if I have access as a creator. I have access as a shop owner. I know that for sure, but I don't know if it's cool if I make videos for other people or not.
Okay, well, I don't know if Nick is, but anyways, I had started, oh, you are? Okay. So I started dabbling on on TikTok Shop, and I was going live selling this cat bed, right? So I was making sales and everything. It was popping. And then each and every time that I would make the sales, like the seller kept lowering the commission. That's kind of shady, right? And so I wasn't really happy about that. It makes me feel like I don't even want to promote the product. And I am getting a lot of like inboxes on my email, to do TikTok Shop stuff. But I have another question for you guys. But anyways, So I get an email supposedly from that company. He wants me to give him an ad code. He wants to increase the commission by 1%, which is what he's been decreasing it anyways. He's been decreasing the commission as I'm making the sales. And so, anyways, I didn't even respond or whatever. And then this morning I wake up and supposedly the link has been deactivated from my video. Like, isn't that shady? Has that ever happened to you, Nick? Like, that makes me so mad.
I mean, I'm on the seller side of it, so I'm the one that's giving the commission.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
yeah, I haven't had experience with that, but yeah, moving that around is yeah. John, don't cut it. I'm loading on it still. Okay, sorry. Oh, okay. And yeah, leaving the commission, like messing with the commission is crazy. But I've seen some sellers that contact other people directly, so if they're good at selling products. I've seen people just give them straight up cash. Just like here's for doing a good job, and then keep the commission as is. But if they're regulating the commission, that just means the margins are so thin. So it's either you deal with it or you don't do it, kind of thing. Like I would probably find somebody else. But if it's making you money, just let him do whatever
Yeah.
he's got to do. Be like, I'm sure it's got something to do with the margin. So like, because TikTok takes a lot of money already to add in the percentages. So I would just work with them honestly. Probably not being shady,
Well,
just trying to keep his profit.
well, I mean, okay, fine, but like now I didn't respond right away or whatever, and then all of a sudden now he's like, he deactivated the video.
Oh,
He
okay.
deactivated I'm sorry, the product from my video. I got a notification. The seller deactivated the product. So that was just like, it just makes me like, I don't know.
Yeah,
The whole
just
thing
get
was just
away.
kind of weird. Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and sift through those other emails, but I don't even know, like, how do you guys? I know we've talked about this before, Billy, but like, how do you know these videos are legit? Like, how do I know that those links? I'm afraid to click on those links. How do you know that it's not, a virus or something that I'm clicking on? It's just weird.
That's the risk of business right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
getting a
don't
lot
know.
of
I don't
emails,
know.
but I
Yeah.
have not clicked on it.
I don't know about TikTok. I don't mess with that space at all. I've just over the last month, I've seen people who are making really good money over there per day just get cut out like right. I mean, it was the same with Amazon. It was the same with Amazon. People were getting creative. They were getting witty. They were cutting corners, and they were getting chopped out. And it's like, dude, I'm not gonna get chopped out because I'm building a media business that serves brands. I'm not building a content creator business that serves a platform. And so, right, wrong, indifference, who cares? But that's just my mindset around it. And so I mean, I just can't. Even I know people are doing great on TikTok, but I have what's called momentum in my business of 24 months, nearly 24 months coming up in July, and I just can't lose momentum. And there's opportunities that have presented themselves to grow as a business owner. And then I've built trust, I've built a reputation. And so, seemingly at, first glance, it's like, dude, you're an idiot. You should take your skill set and go over to TikTok. But I'm like, why? Because I know I can calculate what I'm making every single day, every single month. I can't do that with TikTok because of what you just said. It's like in these brands on Amazon, they don't control that. I mean, they could probably somehow get your video taken down, I'm sure, or whatever, but I don't know. It's crazy. But I don't know. I mean, I click a lot of links every single day. Whatever. I'm just like,
Crazy.
cool. If it says Amazon in it, I'm going to click it. I'm going to see what's up and just see what happens. But I don't know. Anyway, well, I got to jump. I got to go. Appreciate you guys jumping into the video. If you're watching the video here on one of the platforms I sent it to, then thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe or follow or whatever button. Whatever the cool YouTubers say, go ahead and do that for me. And then over here on Clubhouse, you guys are fam, so it's good to hang out again, and maybe we'll get our crew back together and run some of these rooms. And if you want to sign up for the mastermind, go to billythorpe.live. There's a little tab on there that says mastermind, and that will get you there. I'm going to close out the video. See you guys.
Bye.